Hubble telescope is officially entering its late 30s today, turning 36 years old. And just like many of us have, it too is forced to work on its birthday. Telescope is celebrating the big day with this stunning new image. This is the famous Trifid Nebula. Look at that, the heart of a major star-forming region. But while we're here, let's take it back all the way to year one. On May 20th, 1990, Hubble took what was called the first light image, showing that Hubble's images were about 50% sharper than ground-based images. Since then, over the last 3 decades and change, our pal Hubble has brought us more than 1.7 million observations, from determining the age of our universe to discovering evidence of supermassive black holes. It's quite literally transformed the way we see the cosmos. Joining us now is senior scientist of the Planetary Science Institute, Dr. Pamela Gay. Doc, great to have you here. 36 years. Wow. And we've learned so much from the telescope. What should we be celebrating today?
At the most fundamental level, celebrating that we understand the universe and we can understand the universe. This is a telescope that has shown us how planets form, has shown us the atmospheres of planets orbiting other stars. It allowed us to find the first supermassive black hole, as you mentioned, in another galaxy. And there are so many things. We used it to look at a patch of sky that we thought there was nothing in, and in the process discovered every patch of sky is actually filled with galaxies. The universe is filled with mysteries that Hubble has revealed year after year and is going to keep revealing, hopefully until the 2030s, possibly into the 2040s.
We love the dedication. I'm curious, what are some of the achievements of Hubble that some people may not know? I don't know if everyone understands just exactly how far it's traveled over the course of its lifetime. The odometer running a bit hot here.
Well, it does circle the Earth every little over an hour. It's going round and round all the time. It is above most of the Starlink satellites, so it's not getting interfered with them, but it has actually caught pictures of other satellites. It's at the upper limit of what the space shuttle was able to get to. It's the only observatory so far that has been repaired on orbit by astronauts. And over the course of its life, it was visited by all of the space shuttles except for Challenger, which unfortunately we lost it before Hubble took off.
I'm curious, for those who may think that it is merely a telescope, you've touched on this a little bit here, but tell us why Hubble is so significant and really critical to better understanding the deep space.
So Hubble is up above our atmosphere, which acts as a great blurring force on all attempts that ground-based observatories have to take images of the sky. From its high up location, it escapes all of that atmosphere, which means not only does it get a clearer picture, but it also sees colors like ultraviolet and infrared that our atmosphere blocks. This means that with Hubble, we were able to look at planetary nebula, the clouds left over when stars like our sun die, and finally see the structures they're made of. We were able to look at star-forming regions, like you were showing with the Trifid Nebula earlier, and see the details of how clouds become individual stars, forming planets around them. This clarity of vision gave us a clarity of understanding we can only have from space-based telescopes.
Clarity of vision giving us a clarity of understanding. I love how you put that. So here it is, Hubble, 36 years young, longest serving active space telescope. What does the future look like for it here? How much longer can it go before, a very ceremonial retirement?
The greatest concern that we always have are what are called the gyroscopes. The gyros on Hubble allow it to point so precisely that it can focus in on individual stars and keep them lined up to the pixel as the telescope flies round and around our world. Currently, it has 3 functioning gyros of the 6 that were put in 2009 during the last servicing mission. They have the capacity now to work with only 1 servo if they have to, but once they run out of servos, that's all she wrote. There's always that hope that maybe someday we will find a way to fix it once again with new technology that we don't currently have. But instead of dreaming of fixing it, we are preparing to launch new telescopes. Nancy Grace Roman, the first chief scientist of NASA, she was the advocate who pushed for Hubble to be developed and launched. And the next big space observatory is named after her and will hopefully be launching later this year and will give us more ways to observe the sky, seeing a field of view 100 times larger than what we're able to see with Hubble.
And with more than 1.5 million observations logged so far, I feel like we have plenty of time to go through Hubble's greatest hits when it rides off into that stellar sunset. Dr. Pamela Gay, thank you so much for your time.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.